This is a resume, J. Feinberg's resume. What you see might be sufficient to describe someone. Only in this case, we're not just talking about someone. We're talking about someone who isn't like anyone else. Put quite simply, it's impossible to accurately depict on paper his extraordinary courage and his accomplishments in the face of devastating obstacles. In fact, J. Feinberg may be just about the closest thing to a modern-day hero we're likely to find.
Jay, as you said, is a wonderful young man, and he and his mom are incredible people. Jay has this horrible disease called chronic myelogenous leukemia, and as you stated, while he had a 3-year period where his disease was in a chronic phase, it's now started to accelerate, and Jay's sort of like a ticking bomb.
Jay was only 22 in 1991 when he was diagnosed and told he needed a bone marrow transplant. Jay's chances of finding just the right match, slim to begin with, were improved if a donor with the same ethnogeographic background could be located. When an immediate and extended family search failed to produce an acceptable bone marrow match, Jay and his family launched an ambitious and concentrated campaign to find a donor. Their tireless perseverance and determination ultimately resulted in establishing the Gift of Life Foundation. This nonprofit volunteer organization recruited 85,000 donors at over 225 drives worldwide. Happily, this succeeded in finding dozens of matches, all gifts of life for people greatly in need. But by the beginning of 1995, there was still no match for Jay.
I filled in, like a lot of people, my donor card for when I die, which I'm hoping is going to be 100 years from now. And if I'm actually able to donate something before I die, then why shouldn't I be around to enjoy the satisfaction?
Even if we're not a match for Jay, we'll be on the registry, and hopefully some of us in this room will be a match for somebody.
Dear Jay, I hope my mommy's blood will help you feel better. Nathan in grade 5.
The Talmud says that one who saves one life, it's as if he saves the whole world. So this is a testimony to the idea that every created life is a very valuable thing.
Not surprisingly, the media was drawn in great numbers to Jay and his family and their monumental mission.
I still feel like I'm going to wake up in the morning and that it'll all have been a nightmare and I can go on with my life. But I guess I know the reality and that that's not going to happen. And I know that my life now sits in the hands of a stranger out there, someone obviously who I don't know, who can give me a second chance of life and give me the gift of life so that I can get married, have a family, and continue on with a future.
Well, as devastated as we are, we just feel that that special person won't elude us for too much longer. And I have to admit that it's Jay's spirit of hopefulness and courage that lets us go on doing what we have to do. We won't be defeated, and I won't relent. I'm a relentless mother. It's going to happen, and we're not about to let him die.
Incredibly enough, on May 14th, 1995, the very last donor tested was to be Jay's miracle donor, Becky. Jay's transplant followed, finally, on July 28th. Today, the Gift of Life Foundation is one of 42 international bone marrow registries, including the Hadassah Medical Organization, with over 5,600,000 potential donors from 34 countries. In recognition of the fact that in this case, one person could, and indeed did, make a difference, that every action counts, Jay has been the recipient of many awards, among them the prestigious Allison Atlas Award from the National Marrow Donor Program in 1994. If it is true that one picture is worth 1,000 words, this is one picture that says a whole lot more.